Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. I went shopping the other day and I have quite a few things to show you. I went shopping with a friend the other day. We went to Target, Ulta, and we also went to Home Goods, and I ended up buying things everywhere. So I have a lot to show you today. Ulta and Target specifically are both having some incredible Black Friday deals throughout this week and this weekend. So a lot of the products I'm about to show you I bought with a little bit of a discount, or in some cases a lot of a discount, and I will have all of these products linked down below in the description box. I'll also have the Ulta products tagged on the video, so if you see some tagged products, feel free to shop those as well. I have a full face of everything I bought on right now. I'm super excited to get into it, so let's just go ahead and get started. My first stop was Target, and they had all beauty sales for 25% off, which is a deal that is still going on throughout the week. So of course I had to do some damage there. I found this super cute holiday mask set. It's called the Howler and Glow Cane to Party set, and it has a sheet mask for the face, and then it also has hydrating mask for the feet and the hands. I thought this was freaking adorable and that it would be a really cute Christmas present for myself. I'm actually going to totally use this myself, not sharing it with anyone. I just love to pamper myself, and I think this would be a really good way to spend a couple of hours on the couch, if you know what I mean. Masked up, hands, feet, face, watching a good TV show. That is the life right there. So I'm super excited to play with this one. I'm hoping that if it has a minty scent, it's not too strong. And so you get 3 masks inside of this one. They come individually wrapped, so you could also buy it and like split it apart. The price of this gift set was $10, so with 25% off I paid $7.50 for it, which is pretty nice for 3 sets of masks. And then I also bought this one for the same price. I thought this was such a cute idea for the holidays. If you have family members gathering around to spend an evening together and you want to chill and like share a sheet mask, this would be a really cute idea. I really loved that all of the sheet masks have little characters. It's a very Christmassy sheet mask set, and I'm also very excited to play with this one. I'm planning on sharing this one with my mother-in-law and anyone who wants to do a mask that comes by, pretty much. The last set I bought totally for me as well. I love taking baths. If you know someone who loves taking baths, I feel like this would be a really cute gift set to give them. So this is the Dr. Teal's Soothe and Sleep set. It's their lavender scent, which is my favorite, and in here you get some Epsom salts. You get a foaming bath gel, you get a body wash, and then you also get the moisturizing bath and body oil, which I've had a full size of this before and it is amazing. And this one I was very interested in trying. This was one of the main things that convinced me to get the set rather than the individual products, besides the fact that the set was on sale. So it has the Dr. Teal's pillow spray. It is a soothe and sleep spray, and I'm very excited to spray it on my pillow and see the effect that it gives. This just sounded like such a good idea, and I usually get these products in the full size for me to take baths. So I don't know, I just couldn't leave it there. He had to come home with me. This would be a really cute gift as well, and pretty affordable. A couple more bath things before I get into the makeup that I bought. My friend Andrea, who I went shopping with, pointed this one out. It's the Dr. Teal Skin Therapy Milk Bath, and it's got collagen in it. I have never had a milk bath before that I can think of, so I'm very excited to try this one. It says it's got hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and essential oils, and since I treat the skin on my face to all of those products on a pretty regular basis, I figured my body deserved some nourishment too. This smells very citrusy in the bottle when you smell it, but I'm thinking once it's like in a big bathtub, you won't smell it as strongly anymore. It basically smells like vitamin C when you smell it in the bottle, but I'm thinking once you put it on the bathtub, it'll just have a very fresh citrusy scent. At least that's what I'm hoping for. But anyways, I just couldn't pass this one up because I've never had a milk bath before, and I just love the ingredients that are in this one, so I'm super excited to try it as well. And the last bath product I bought at Target was from Tree Hut, their Tropic Glow Scrub. I feel like I'm all over the place with scents with my bath routine, but this Tropic Glow Firming Sugar Scrub just smelled so freaking amazing. I love to scrub in the bath or the shower. Sometimes I do it before I shave my legs, sometimes I do it just for fun. And my friend Andrea told me that this is her absolute favorite sugar scrub, so of course I had to try it. Plus the Tropic Glow scent is extremely delicious. Let's move on to the makeup products I got at Target, starting with this right here from L'Oreal. This is the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. It's got 1% hyaluronic acid in there, and I have heard so much about this one and I had never tried it before. So I did try it today. My first impressions is I wish it covered just a hair more, because it does have a sheer kind of buildable coverage, but it doesn't build all the way up to a medium. I feel like I could still see some redness coming through on my face when I was just wearing this product alone. Thankfully, I did fix any redness that remained with this concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which is another product that I have heard so much about for years and years. This used to be a super popular product on YouTube like 10 years ago, and I had never had it before. So I bought it, I tried it today, and I actually really liked it. It definitely helped me with my under eye circles a lot. It covered everything I wanted covered. It hid the redness that I had remaining on my face. So all in all, with both of these products combined, I do really love the way my face looks. I feel like my complexion looks pretty great, and I did have a few struggles today, which you will see as I tell you about the rest of the products I use. So the L'Oreal True Match foundation, I would say if you don't need a lot of coverage, if you want something very, very lightweight, very affordable, then go for this one. But if you, like me, have redness or dark spots and you just need a bit more coverage with your makeup, then I would probably skip it. I did find it very hydrating. I feel like my skin does not look dry, which is a huge plus for me. So I give it like a 9 out of 10. I just wish it had a bit more coverage, but overall I did really like it. And then the Fit Me Concealer was pretty good. I don't even have any powder immediately underneath my eyes or anything, and it has not creased. It's very thin. I honestly really enjoyed this one. The color I got was a bit too yellow for me, but somehow it worked. I will say this is a medium coverage concealer, not a full coverage concealer. So if you want a full coverage concealer, then don't get this one. But I do tend to prefer this type of coverage in concealers, especially if they are very thin formula, which this one is. I also tried a new mascara for me. I don't know how long this one's been out, but I had never had it before, that I got at Target, and that is the L'Oreal Air Volume Mega Mascara. I love volumizing my lashes because I know that they have a good amount of length to them. So with a little bit of volume, they tend to look pretty nice. And I gotta say, I was pretty impressed at this mascara. It is the only thing I'm wearing on my lashes right now, and I feel like they look pretty fabulous. I will say, it's not a conditioning mascara, which I think I'm most used to, because my lashes do feel a little bit kind of harder than usual. Maybe even a little bit drier than usual, but they look amazing. And that is definitely a huge plus. This mascara gave me amazing volume, amazing length, and it didn't clump my lashes together at all. So a 10 out of 10 in that respect. I just feel like it became a little bit too hard too fast, and it wasn't very easy to layer because I felt like the formula had already dried on my lashes when I went to do a second layer of it. But still, I didn't even need a second layer because my lashes look pretty fabulous with it. So I don't know, do with that what you will. I will for sure continue to use this one because I'm very impressed at the way my lashes look right now. So I feel like the most exciting thing I bought at Target was the Colourpop collection for Target, and I bought 2 pieces from it. This one here being one of them, the Muse Moment Pressed Powder Palette. Today I used all the shades right here in the middle. I used this first shade called Soft Life as a transition shade on my eyes. It blended out beautifully, really nice amount of pigment, and it is a really fantastic transition shade. And then I darkened things up a bit with the color You're on Mute, which is a really nice neutral dark brown shade, and I really love the way this one intensified everything. It blended nicely into the color on top, kind of like standard Colourpop formula. You know, it's not like the greatest thing I've ever tried, but for the price it's quite amazing. And then the last thing I used from this palette was the shade in the middle, which is called Unicorn, and it is an absolutely stunning duochrome shade, kind of like beigey, with a few green sparkles in it, and I loved it. That's the shade that I have right here on the outer third of my eyelid. And I wanted to use those two shades specifically because I also bought a duo of the Super Shock shadows that Colourpop made for Ulta, and both of these had icy blue shades in them. So I figured that shade would be a good transition for the rest of the colors I wanted to put on my eyelids, and I ended up really loving the way my eye look turned out. Anyways, I went ahead with the color Moon Daisy, which is the blue icy shade, and I tapped that one right on the center of my eyelid. And then for the inner third of my eyelid slash inner corner, I used the more white icy color, which is called Eyes Dream, and I feel like that just brought this look together very nicely. Underneath my eyes, I only have the matte shades that I used on top to make things match, and I love the way my eye look turned out today. I'm quite obsessed with it. Highly recommend these Super Shock eyeshadows from Colourpop, and even though they're like icy blue shades, they're very, very complementary colors, and I feel like these would look fantastic on a lot of different skin tones and a lot of different eye colors because they have duochrome shades in there. So the Colourpop at Target collection is really cute, and I really highly recommend that you check it out because I loved everything I bought from the collection. And both of these products were extremely affordable, so definitely my favorite things I bought at Target were these two right here from Colourpop, and then I'm really excited to use all of the sets that I bought for bath and my sheet masks, all of that. So this concludes the Target haul section of this video, and we are going to move on to Ulta, where I also bought some really fun makeup, some of which made me struggle today. So let me go ahead and share those with you. Let me start with the most problematic product I tried today, which was this right here. This is the Milani Liquid Contour. I got mine in shade 03 Toffee, and I was told this was meant to be a dupe from my favorite, the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. I'm here to tell you there's no way that these are dupes because they perform very, very differently. Me thinking it was going to be a bit closer of a dupe type of product, I spread this one all over my face the way I normally would with my Charlotte Tilbury one to then proceed to blend it. But when I tell you this was so freaking pigmented and not quite as blendable as my Charlotte Tilbury one, I struggled to blend this one out. I first tried with a brush. The brush was sort of softening things a bit, but I was still looking very, very intense. So after I blended things with a brush a little bit, I had to go back in with a sponge and blend it out and hope that the sponge would soak up some of the pigment so that it wouldn't be as intense as it was. I ended up having to fix things with concealer because blending with the sponge, the product ended up going places where I didn't necessarily want it, so I went back with concealer to make it go back to the placement I needed it on my face. Anyways, I don't know. This Milani Liquid Contour, I feel like I might have used it wrong because I had something else in my head. Maybe I should have gone little by little. I probably should have applied less product. But the point I'm trying to make is that this was definitely not my favorite product I tried today because it was a little bit difficult to work with. Let me know if you've tried it. Let me know what I did wrong down in the comment section. Your feedback is definitely needed. Next time I try it, I will for sure use a lot less, and I will probably work in sections. I'll do like one cheek, blend it out, the forehead, blend it out, the other cheek, blend it out, because it also might be a product that just dries a bit too fast and I let it sit for too long. I don't know, I had all types of issues with it. I ended up making it work. As you can see, I don't look as much of a mess as I did when I was doing my makeup, but it was hard, okay? From this brand called Undone, I bought a couple of products. The first one was the warm-up bronzer, which I used today on top of my contour. I didn't necessarily need to use it because the contour was enough color for me, but I obviously wanted to try it. So I just blended it out with a Refer brush, and it blended out quite nicely. This is quite a pigmented product, and I really love how blendable it was. I really did like this formula. And then I tried the highlighter as well, which at first I was not expecting how pigmented it was going to be, so I applied way too much, ended up softening that with a sponge. These are things that just happen when you first try products you've never tried before, with formulas you've never tried before, from brands you've never tried before. But anyways, I did end up really liking this jumbo bronzer highlighter situation. It is very pigmented, so be careful with it. But all in all, it blended nicely and it made my cheeks look really cute. After I had applied my bronzer and blush, I went in with the other product I bought from the brand, which is the Undone Lip to Cheek Palette. I bought mine in the color 325 Flare, which is this light pinky shade. And I didn't put this one on my lips, but I could right now. It looks really pretty. Anyways, I applied this one on my face with my sponge right in the middle of the bronzer and the highlighter, and I felt like this was definitely what saved the look. The blush saved the look for sure, because we were a little bit of a mess for a second there. Anyways, the blush was really lovely. I loved how easily it blended. I loved the color of it. For a cream blush, at first I thought it was a bit too sticky, but now that I've been wearing it for a half hour or so, it's no longer sticky. So I like it even better than when I first applied it, and this was also a hit. I do recommend this Undone brand that Ulta is carrying. I liked both of the products that I tried today, and I'm pretty certain I'll like this bronzer even more once I don't apply it on top of this Milani Contour thing. Another drugstore product I've been wanting to try for so long, and I finally made mine, was this e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I'm not hugely into powder foundations, but I figured it would be a really good opportunity to try it since I knew that this wasn't going to have that much coverage. I got mine in the shade 210 Neutral, which is the same shade that I have on my e.l.f. CC cream. However, this was a bit too dark for me. I ended up adding it right here on the center of my face and right underneath where I applied the bronzer and blush. It mattified things nicely. It did cover a little bit, but it wasn't the right shade, so I couldn't spread it as much as I wanted to spread it. So I think I'm going to go back and try a lighter shade of this one, and I'll get back to you on that. However, from how little I did try, I did really like that. I feel like it made my pores a little bit smaller. It mattified things a bit, and it has a really decent amount of coverage to it. So I'm hoping that a lighter shade will be wonderful for me, but this is definitely not a bad powder. I feel like it made my pores look pretty nice after I applied it. Last thing I bought from Ulta was definitely also one of the things I loved most from this haul, and it was this lip liner right here. This is from LA Girl. It's called the Ultimate Intense Stay Outer Liner. It is a mechanical lip liner type product. I got mine in the shade Nonstop Nude. Of course I would get a nude, but anyways, this was extremely easy to apply. It has a wonderful formula. It blended in beautifully. I could have filled it in all the way and it would have given me the most beautiful nude lips ever. It was really nice and precise on the edges of my lips, and I really like the way that my lipstick looks today, and that is thanks to this lip liner. So if you've been wondering about these, I loved it, and I think I'm going to get some other shades of this lip liner because I just loved how precise it was, how blendable it was, and how pigmented it was. It was just a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for the LA Girl Ultimate Lip Liner situation. I honestly did not get that much from HomeGoods, just a few things, but since I bought it all on the same day, I figured I would tell you about this as well. Plus, HomeGoods is actually my favorite place on earth. I could spend hours at HomeGoods and be so insanely happy. Sometimes I'm stressed and I just go to HomeGoods just to look around, just to like treasure hunt. I feel like that's what you do at HomeGoods, you treasure hunt. And I'm very picky when I buy things from there. Okay, so let me show you what I got. These first two, not that exciting, but definitely very necessary for the holidays. I bought wrapping paper. First of all, they have this Hogwarts wrapping paper at HomeGoods. It is very Christmassy and also Harry Potter, so I needed it. And I bought it for $3.99. Let's see if the camera wants to focus so you can see it. There we go. It has the Hogwarts seal and it is the most Christmassy wrapping paper ever. I don't know who I'm going to wrap gifts for with this one, but it needed to come home with me, and it was the only one I found at the store too. I wanted to find the second one so my friend Andrea could have it, but we didn't get lucky. And then the other one I bought was this one that has the little gnomes. I love these gnomes, and HomeGoods has these like huge pillowy ones that you can put in your couch and they look adorable. They're like $35. I have been looking at them, carrying them around the store, etc. every time I've been to HomeGoods throughout the season, but I haven't bought any because I just feel bad that they're just going to sit in a box for 10 months out of the year, you know? So I just got them in the wrapping paper instead. Next HomeGoods product was a Christmas candle that I 100% bought because the jar is the cutest. It also smells really good. It says winter fresh. It smells delicious, but look at the jar. I just love, love, love the way this looks. And I have some flowers downstairs in my kitchen island, and my flower vase is a very similar color to this one, but it's matte instead of shiny. And I feel like this candle next to my flowers downstairs is going to look so freaking adorable. I needed it. This was $12.99, and I think I'm going to keep this jar. I'll figure out what to do with it for next year after the candle is gone, but I just couldn't pass it up because I really, really love how stunning this looks. Last but certainly not least, and this is quite random, but this is another one of those products that every time I went to HomeGoods, I was wondering whether it needed to come home with me or not, and so I ended up grabbing it the last time. It's this serving thing right here. It says it is made in Portugal. It was $9.99, and it is just a really, really nice serving plate, I guess we could call it. I'm thinking maybe like a salad bowl situation, or my favorite Spanish restaurant, which is called Bulla, makes this thing they call huevos Bulla, which is basically chips with like truffle oil and like fried eggs on top with like Spanish ham and whatever, and they like mix it all together. And I feel like if I were to make something like that at home, so that a lot of people can share it, this would be a good bowl to put it in. So I'm very, very happy with my bowl. I had gone to HomeGoods like 2 to 3 times before I bought it, and I just didn't know exactly what to use it for, but I finally found the perfect excuse to buy it, and I'm obsessed with the way it looks. Alright, I know the last couple of products were a little random for a beauty channel, but this is everything I bought when I left my house the other day. I'm pretty happy with my purchases, and I'm extremely excited about a lot of the new makeup I tried and how affordable it was. In particular, the Colourpop collection at Target. It is beautiful and so affordable. I also loved the LA Girl lip liner, another favorite product that I found today. This L'Oreal mascara is quite amazing. I'm excited to try the sugar scrub. I'm excited to put all of these in my bathtub. Definitely check out the 25% off gift sets at Target, because I feel like you can check a lot of people out of your Christmas list with those products. Anyways, I'll stop rambling now. I love you guys so, so much. Everything I talked about in today's video will be listed and linked down below in the description. So if you're shopping for anything yourself, please use my links down there. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so, so much, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.